Hey friends, welcome to the YouTube channel all about electronics. So in this question, we have been given the state diagram of one finite state machine and we have been given that it is being designed to detect the overlapping sequence of the 3 bits. So here in the state diagram, we have been also given that the initial state of the FSM is equal to S0. So here for the given input sequence, starting from the leftmost bit, we have been asked to find the number of times the output of the detector will become 1. So in the question, we have been already given that this finite state machine detects the overlapping sequence of the 3 bits. So here we just need to find the 3 bits in the sequence and we can find that with the help of this state diagram. So here we have been given that the initial state of this machine is equal to S0. That means this S0 is the starting state. Now in this state, if the input is 0, then the machine will remain in the same state. But whenever the input is equal to 1, then it will move to the S1 state. That means here, the machine will move to the S1 state when the input sequence is equal to 1. Now in this state, when the input is equal to 1, then it will remain in the same state. But whenever the input is equal to 0, then the machine will move to the S2 state. That means in the input sequence, when the 1 0 is received, then the machine will move to the S2 state. Now in this state, when the input is equal to 1, then the machine will move to the S3 state and at that time its output will also become 1. That means here, when the machine receives the 101 sequence, then its output will become 1. So we can say that the given detector detects the 101 sequence and we have been given that it is the overlapping sequence. So from the state diagram also we can see that. So in the S3 state, when the 0 is received, then the machine will move to the S2 state. Because here, after receiving the 101, when the next bit is 0, then it means that the machine has received the 2 correct bit in the sequence and therefore it will move to the S2 state. But on the other hand, after receiving the 101, when it receives the 1, then it will move to the S1 state. Because now this last received 1 can be a first bit of the new sequence. That means the given state diagram is the state diagram of the overlapping sequence detector which detects the 101 sequence. So here this bit stream is applied as an input to this detector. So here when the 101 sequence is received, then the output of the detector will become 1. That means here for the first 2 bits the output of the detector will remain 0. And as soon as it receives the 101, then the output of the detector will become 1. And since it is an overlapping sequence detector, so the last few bits of the sequence can be a first few bits of the new sequence. So here, this last received 1 can be a first bit of the new sequence. So once again over here, when this 101 is detected, then the output of the detector will become 1. That means once again over here, the output of the detector will become 1. Now then after, the next 101 in the sequence is over here. That means for the next 2 bits, once again, the output of the detector will remain 0. But then after, as soon as it receives the 101, then the output will become 1. And then after, as you can see, once again, the output of the detector will become 1 when once again it receives the 101 sequence. That means up to this point, the output of the detector will remain 0. And as soon as it receives the 101, then once again the output will become 1. So as you can see over here, the output becomes 1 for the 4 times. So from this we can say that for the given question, the answer is 4.